What is up, family? As you can see, we are in a grocery store, Lidl, of course, okay? I'm going to do the weekly grocery haul in prep for tomorrow's video, which is going to be the start of a week-long challenge, okay? But instead of telling you what I'm going to do, I thought I would just show you. So basically, as you can see, we have everything on the table. A lot of food for sure, but from next week onwards, I'm only going to eat half of it and completely cut my caloric intake in half. Oh my god. This week is well and truly gonna suck. But yeah, that is the plan. I'm gonna try to half my caloric intake for however many days. I'm gonna shoot for the whole week, but who knows. But nonetheless, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because please, this is gonna suck. And yeah, I'm gonna put all this away, enjoy my last day as a man, and then check back in with you tomorrow morning to start off day one and show you exactly how I'm gonna work this. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so here we go. We have just finished demolishing our legs. I actually feel like having a heart attack. But you know, we are not snowflakes, so we do still need to do a bit of Stairmaster, and we're gonna shoot for the usual 20 minutes. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Boom, there we go. 20 minutes on the dot. Bam. As always, family, stay f***ing disciplined and do your cardio whether you like it or not. So here we go, let's get this video rolling, because after all it's going to be a long one if I keep on chatting, because it's going to be like 7 full days of eating. So workout description of that will be on the screen along with a physique update. You know, that is sort of how we start off these videos. Now in terms of actually why I'm doing this, I was already going to do like 2 or 3 compensation days during the week just to prepare for something later on in the week, so stay tuned for that video. But I thought, why not turn this into a challenge? I know Natacha Oceane, or however you pronounce it, did something similar where she ate pretty much what she did when she was a noob and crash dieted and did sort of like a mini experiment. So I thought I would do the same. You know, I'm sort of used to digging for these videos and having the discipline to like fight hunger and sustaining you know, my usual activity, and that is another thing. I'm going to try to keep steps and my workout the same. So this is literally going to be a mini experiment. Now onto the calories and into the first meal. So overall, I'll put as many calories as I can on the screen now, of pretty much like an overview of all of my calorie burns. Hopefully you can see it'll be anywhere from like 4,000 to 5,000 on good days, okay? So to give me a little bit of a chance here and to make this sort of easy, I'm gonna sort of take the 4,500 to 5,000 mark as my, you know, maintenance. So we're pretty much gonna aim for a 2,250 to 2,500 calorie range. I've sort of planned how I'm gonna split it up. It should be doable. Again, I'm gonna fast and just sort of start eating at like 3 or 4 o'clock, have big Whopper meals. But again, I'll take you through the day and show you exactly how I'm gonna do that. So let's get to the first meal, which is pretty much bang on time, so roughly 4 o'clock, like I said, and this is what we're working with. So I'm pretty much going to make like a healthy English breakfast. So we're going to go for like 3 whole eggs, 1 egg white, the rest of this deli meat, some baked beans, some of this low calorie bread, and just make like a scramble. So I'm going to put some sexy B-roll on the screen with the macros now. So yeah, we actually turned the egg mix into like an omelette just to make it bigger and last longer. You know, I need to implement as many diet hacks as possible. Then we have our toast, and we went for the whole can of beans. So this is the first meal of the day, and I'm gonna say it's a bit more flexible. You'll know what I mean in terms of flexibility when I get to dinner and explain that. But overall, I'm just gonna say that if I'm hungry during this meal, I'll probably put more calories in it. If not, then I'll definitely feel free to remove them. So I might use less carbs or whatever to bank them later in the day. You know, I like to do that to ensure that I don't go to bed hungry. But yeah, that is that. You saw the sexy B-roll, you saw the macros. So yeah, let me get devouring this, and then I'll check back in with you at dinner or wherever I go throughout the day. What is good, family? As you can see, we're at Dunnes Stores. You know, we did Lidl yesterday, so we do need to do Dunnes for a few treats, even though I'm not really going to be able to have many treats. But yeah, that is sort of one thing. The beauty about fasting is that it's already like 6:30 and I'm not hungry at all, and I have so many more calories to eat. You know, it's almost like you put in the grind in the morning and then everything else just seems easier. It sort of suits me. I get up, do a bit of work, head to the gym, bang out the workout. By the time I get home, you know, I just have my first meal, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, we've hit the jackpot. Look, these are the 2. There's actually 2 free trolleys that Dunnes offer. Never get them, but when you do, you know it's a good day. And for this time of day, the bakery is looking mighty fine. They even have a pretty good range of donuts. Oh, the Oreo donut And these, you haven't seen these are like a new addition. They're like Rocky Roads and caramel slices. Then as far as cereal goes, I do have a plan for the macro capper, and it doesn't always involve cereal, or at least I'm gonna have to go a bit more conservative. But I do always get asked about like my top high volume cereals for when dieting. So Rice Krispie, any puffed wheat. Actually Cheerios are pretty decent as well. Things like Cookie Crisps, they're not very good, but they're tasty. And then of course like Crave is just a complete sin if you're dieting. The portion size is just tiny. Cocoa Pops are pretty decent as well. Again, another sort of puffed rice. And then normally they have like Honey Puffs. You've probably seen that, yeah, but any of these, like those dense ones, they're pretty shit when cutting. So yeah, those are my top ones. Now in terms of ice cream, I could potentially fit in a whole tub or even the Breyers, but they're not on offer. I do have loads at home, but I was gonna use this sort of week as a chance to try out one of these, the Kinder Bueno sandwiches. You see they have like the ice pops, which are like 60 calories. These are well out of my budget, but these are like 90 calories. They look very, very good. Been wanting to try them for ages. But yeah, that is pretty much it. You can see we have the whole trolley there full of cancer juice Diet Cokes. But yeah, let's go for a transition through the forehead. And actually, before all the haters chime in and say, oh my god, you bought 4 Diet Cokes, look, it was 1 for $2.80 or 4 for $5, so it's a no-brainer. Okay, now let's go to a transition through the forehead. I told you we're changing the game, but yes, this is like 2/3 of what we picked up. If you want to see the full haul, I've done this already. So you see those cards flashing along there, click there, but that is that. Get back to work, and you see this bread. Let's go for a bit of a transition through a loaf of bread to the motherland, Lidl again. And yes, it is starting to rain, and I did bring the loaf of bread from Nunn Stores down the road to Lidl. This is true dedication to the game right there. But hopefully you know by now that every day we do walk down to Lidl to bang out the steps, so no matter how bad things get, I thought recording this would at least keep me accountable to doing so. So yeah, let's get to dinner. Which is going to be at roughly about 9, so going to try keep it around 9, half 9. And you probably guessed it already, we're going for the staple burrito bowl. I couldn't resist it, one of my favorite meals, and I know this is going to keep me full. So we have the whole thing of veggies, we've weighed out everything. Yes, I am weighing them. Then we have 2 packets of rice. Yes, 2, you know I like to eat big meals later on in the day. And then a packet of tuna as a protein. So cue some sexy B-roll with the macros. And there you go, family, you've seen it time and time again, one of my staples. The recipe is on the channel, so you've seen the macros, you've seen the B-roll, so yeah, this is definitely going to be my staple dinner. You know the way I said my lunch was going to be flexible? Well, I am guaranteed to keep this in every single day, so we're probably going to change maybe the meat on top, but yeah, overall, this layout is going to stay the same throughout, because I can guarantee, after having eaten it like 455, 6 times, so many times, that it keeps me nice and full, which is what I'm gonna need this week. And usually I'll just start off with a bit of both, and then I'll just end up shoving it all in like a huge bowl the size of my head. So that is gonna be that. I'm gonna get devouring this and then check back in with you at the macro capper. What is up, family? So just like my oats video, I have decided to do all of these voiceovers retrospectively after however many days I managed to continue the challenge. And to keep you interested, I've actually decided to turn this little section into a Q&A. You know, I've sometimes put some questions and answers on my Instagram. Well, I did that yesterday, so we're going to answer a few. But firstly, let me go over the staple macro capper that we went for the whole however many days. So we picked up the Kinder Bueno ice creams, which I was bitterly disappointed with. And although I could have fitted cereal in, realistically cereal with the volume is not a great idea when you're on sort of poverty calories. So we substituted that with a huge bowl of melon, either watermelon or cantaloupe. And then instead of just a small little toffee yogurt, we went for a whole thick, dense Skyer yogurt, and we went throughout the however many days. We alternated, I think, between cocoa powder and whey protein, just stirred in the middle, and that was that. So that is the staple macro capper that we went for however many days. Now the next clip will be the start of a few question and answers, so we do have some juicy ones, so here we go. So yeah, take note family, these are absolutely pathetic. I should never have betrayed Halo Top, but nonetheless, it is the next day. We've just finished demolishing our chest and back, and as per usual, we need to do our Stairmaster. So here we go, just like the steps, this is going to be accountability every day. Going to shoot for 20 minutes, so here we go, 3, 2, 1. Boom, bish, bash, bosh. 20 minutes. And to be honest guys, that is actually probably worse than doing it straight after legs, but nonetheless, it is done. Overall, the workout was actually very good. I'm not gonna lie, I did sort of refeed 2 or 3 days leading up to this, so I'd say my glycogen is pretty full, but yeah, that'll sort of dwindle as the week goes on. In terms of calories now, probably what you're interested in, 175 grams of protein we hit yesterday, which is sort of okay for me. 316 carbs, that was my major hit, and 49 grams of fat, so roughly 2,405 calories. Then in terms of steps for the whole week, I'm gonna shoot for 10 to 15,000, which is my usual range. I'll put it on the screen now. We hit those, I think we're at 15,000, and then overall expenditure actually was just over 4,000. I think 4,000 on the dot, so yeah, my deficit was like 1,600 calories. So yeah, this is gonna suck, but nonetheless, that is that. You know how everything is gonna work, so I'm gonna speed this up and turn it into like more like a vlog, so you can actually see how or if I change as the week progresses. Obviously show you every single meal, keep you accountability for cardio, steps, everything. So here we go, let's get started with day 2, meal numero uno. And here we go, 3:49, so staying on track. But firstly, let's appreciate Papa Murray's dedication to the game, cutting the lawn in the pissing rain. But yeah, this is what we're gonna go for. Chef Scott coming up. So we have 2 naan breads, then we have some reduced fat cheddar cheese, then we have some more of our deli meat. So what we're gonna do is make up like a pizza with some tomato sauce. So cue some sexy B-roll. And there you have it family, I am super proud of these. Comment down below, are you team crispy or team not crispy? But personally, I like a bit of burnt crust on my pizza, but these are too beautiful not to give you a nice little taste test. So here we go. Oh my god. Perfetto. Oh my god, they are super good. I think they're actually in the recipe book, so that'll be linked down below. But yes, you have seen the sexy B-roll. You've seen the macros. So I'm gonna bring it upstairs, get cracking into a few client check-ins, but that is day 2, meal numero uno. Ka-ching! And then I'll check in with you later on throughout the day. What is up family? Let's just appreciate Papa Murray's dedication to the grind, also barbecuing chicken for me. But oh my days, we have ribs, we have some drumsticks, and then we have some turkey. So the ribs are obviously for the parents. I probably won't be able to fit those in throughout the week. Then I'll probably use some of the meat from the drumsticks, and then turkey, you know, that'll be staple. So yeah, just thought I would check in with you. So here we go family, step accountability of the day. We are at Lidl, the motherland, and here we go. Let's just appreciate, we have caught the rainbow. Has a leprechaun left a pot of gold at the bottom? Oh my god. I'm serious, no, my house is over there, and look where the bottom is, so who knows, I might be lucky. But anyway, I thought I would just add actually, I am feeling a little bit hungrier at this time compared to when I did yesterday. So yeah, that is for the record, for the diary, but here we go, transition through the forehead. For dinner, which today is a little bit later, 9:20. And you guessed it, burrito bowl accountability. So long grain, this time Mexican. We're gonna throw a handful of spinach, then we have some of our turkey instead of the tuna, and our whole bowl of veggies. So 3, 2, 1. And there you go family, I'm actually really hungry, so super looking forward to this. But nonetheless, burrito bowl of peace accountability. Ka-ching! You can see we went for like 50-50 of the rice, roughly 1.5 breasts of the turkey, and then this bad boy is even bigger tonight. But nonetheless, shove it all in the bowl, and that is going to be that. So I'm going to smash that and then check back in with you, probably at the macro capper. And actually, to save confusion, after I realized the Kinder Buenos were terrible, we did switch to the Halo Top popsicles, and then when they ran out, we went to the ice burgers. I had a whole pack back from way back when. They were still okay, but here we go. First question, guilty pleasure song. I don't know, a bit of Britney Spears or the Saturdays, I guess. Britney Spears has some bangers out there, to be honest. Tattoos, do I have any? No, but I wouldn't mind a nice big juicy sleeve on my twig ass arms. Next. Oh no, we've run out of time. And there we go family, I told you the Halo Top would definitely out-trump the Kinder Bueno. It always will, you can rely on Halo Top. Just finished shoulders and arms, probably my favorite workout, and we do need to do some cardio. Okay, definitely had more motivation for this, but here we go. Daily cardio, accountability, 20 minutes. Boom. There we go. Bish bash bosh. Honest truth, I'm definitely starting to feel it. My legs are far more like just like jelly, but nonetheless, it is done. But yeah, workout wise, like I said, it actually went okay. I did notice a few reps sort of falling off, which I'm trying to avoid as much as possible. That is why I don't want to weigh myself. It's only gonna mind fuck me if I'm losing a lot of weight. But yeah, I feel a lot stringier, and that brings me quickly to the macros, because again, I hit bang on 2,500 calories yesterday, 355 grams of carbs, 166 protein, that's okay, and then 46 grams of fat. So yeah, the main hit is coming from carbs and from my fat, trying to keep protein at like 2 to 2.2 grams per kilo, or as high as possible. And energy expenditure wise, actually we were higher than yesterday. It was like 4,300 calories. Steps were bang in range, so yeah, that is accountability for those. Now let's get on to day 3, meal numero uno, which is just a little bit earlier, so coming up to about 20 to 4. And this is what we're gonna work with. So I have calculated everything in my fitness pal. It all should work for the day. So we have some potatoes. We have pretty much all of the leftover stuff from the parents' barbecue yesterday. So I'm gonna fit 2 drumsticks. Then I'm gonna have just a very small thing of the turkey breast. Then for dessert, instead of adding like vegetables, I thought I would have dessert with some blueberries. Probably couldn't finish that whole thing. And then a fulfilled chocolate orange Jaffa cake bar. So cue some sexy B-roll with the macros. And there you go, family. And I do actually want to note, I forgot to sort of say that throughout the day I'm loading up on like water with this like sugar-free flavoring. I'm having like coffee, although it's decaf, I'll add like flavor drops just to get me going. Then I'll season all of my food with like low calorie Frank's Red Hot sauce, the skinny hot sauces, and like sriracha and stuff like that. So yeah, that is gonna be the meal. We have the boiled potatoes, the most satiating food on the planet, according to HALVED 1995, I think. So yeah, that is that. Let's give you a little taste of this drumstick while we're here. It looks very, very juicy. Can you see that? Barbecue chicken. Oh my God, look at that bad boy. You really can't beat a bit of chicken with some potatoes. So I'm gonna smash this down, have a lot of work to do upstairs, and then check back in with you throughout the day. But realistically, my life is so boring that the next clip is of course me and Little. So this is accountability for the steps. Ka-ching! And to be honest, I'm just using this more as a distraction now to get out the house and wait to the next meal, because I am pretty hungry. You know what? You see the way he's cleaning out the bakery there? Apparently, at the end of the day, they throw it all out or throw it into a bag and it gets compressed into birdseed. I did ask for some freebies and he said no, but that is very interesting in that Little do actually recycle their donuts for the birds. But yeah, just looking at my watch, I actually don't think I'll get to like 15k. It'll be lower, I'll still fall between my range, but my legs are just fucked. And I have like leg day tomorrow, which I'm already dreading. But yeah, I guess that's the little diary entry for the day. Now let's get to dinner. So again, Mr. Routine checking in with another burrito bowl, pretty much the same as day 1, exactly the same. So we have a tuna instead of our turkey, then we have our long, and then we have some whole grain quinoa to mix with that. We have our whole thing of vegetables, a handful of spinach. So there we go, burrito bowl accountability number 3 ticked off the list, and I swear these are getting bigger as the days goes on. But yeah, 50-50 with the rice, our tin of tuna, the veggies, and the bowl the size of our head. And I am very hungry, so I am looking forward to this. So yeah, cue the macro capper. Major injuries. I fractured my coccyx. That was horrific. Then I've fractured and dislocated my right wrist twice. Had a few shoulder impingements. So yeah, not too bad really. When did I start lifting? 17 or 18. Oh, by the way, there's a Halo top pop. Favorite movie? Dark Knight by far. Watched it about 10 times at this stage. How long do I rest in between sets? Again, it varies between compounds being like 3 to 4, sometimes even 6 minutes, to like 30 seconds on isolation movements. Next. What is up, family? It is like 11. Okay, family, I am sorry, but this is for the greater good, okay? You're realistically not going to watch like a 50-minute video, but you can see I've tried to make it as short as possible. Again, I've been editing this video for like 15 hours already. You can see the timeline is so juicy. And you know that I put up a poll on Instagram asking whether you wanted like one whopper video or to have it like 2 shorter ones and turn it into like a mini series. And most of you said you wanted the 2 shorter ones. So what I'm going to do, this point here you can see is literally the halfway mark of the video. So we're going to go for a part 2 in the coming days. I'm going to try to finish editing this and see you all in the next one. Boop!